My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arachia Galaderathan, and welcome back to my channel as we continue on as Taurox. That's been going round and round in my head for all week. I don't think anyone even in game even shouts Taurox or chants Taurox, but my word, is it going round and round in my head. Anywho, we're playing as Taurox. Last time, as I understand it, I attempted to fight a battle which perhaps I shouldn't have fought just yet. But I don't think that's the final battle. But this is the battle I tried to fight. But given how close we were to winning, I just cannot believe that that's the final battle. We have to fight the fall of man, but that is definitely not it, because we're fighting against Dark Elves. But maybe I fought that battle too soon anyway, I don't know. But what we're going to do this turn is remind ourselves what we're doing. We're waiting one turn for some more troops to train. We're getting some better troops now. Centaurs, Razorgore herds joining us, and then we're going to go and get those ogres, is the plan. Many of you have given wonderful and bountiful feedback on how best to continue this campaign and how best to play as Taurox, and to you all I extend my gratitude. Learning as Taurox is all new to me, so I'm taking things on as we go. And a note from many of you that actually what we should try and do is not perform the ritual in the Herdstone until we have considerably more ruinous points, or whatever they're called, so as to get more marks of ruination. Devastation, that's it. Yes, thank you. It's given us a load of favour, a load of gold. That's lovely. That is. This army cannot move in its current stance. Here we are. Hire Herd Eater's Tribe. 2 ogres, dual weapons. 1 man-eater's great weapons. Anti-large, anti-infantry. Alright. 2 ogres. Armor piercing and ogre charge. And 1 man-eaters with pistols. Decent melee combatant, but they have a bit of range to them. Or 2 Mournfang Cavalry. Armoured armor piercing. We haven't got very many. Let's hire the Horned Guts tribe. Now, as I understand it, they become available through the Ogre Mercenary panel. There, indeed, they are. And we can't train them at the moment because we don't have enough room. But that problem is easily solved. You, unfortunately, the only one that's not full. Who shall we bring to our banner? Right, let's get rid of you. Disband. We can get 2 of them, and I would very much like 2 of them, so we'll get rid of another one of them as well. They cost 300 total favour while the unit exists. Oh dear, oh dear. But what the hell? We're going bankrupt anytime soon. Why are we suffering attrition outside in this region? Yeah, in this region. It's part of our blood ground, is it not? I wouldn't have thought we'd suffer attrition in our own blood ground, but apparently we do. Right, let's toddle on down to Hagreef, I think. Just keep riding north. We'll probably lose Shroktak Mount, but it's all about just smashing and burning, isn't it? Crashing and smashing. I'd very much like to get to Naggarond and bring that one into the fold, but I'm surprised that we're suffering attrition. Oh, the mountain takes its toll. It's because we're in the mountain. Can you stay in encampment for just for a moment? Yeah. End the turn. So that next time we have enough movement points to get him out of this place. I didn't realise mountains just gave attrition. Is that specific to beastmen, I ask you? Do let me know. Because it's irritating is what that is. I'm suffering bloody attrition in mountains. I don't want to suffer attrition in mountains, thank you very much. Now we can put him onto the Juggernaut raiding, which allows him to get out of this place and actually raid someone, because no one owns Cragroth Deep. There we are. Now within spitting distance of Hagreef. Oh, well the money's only down at 150 now. Oh, because he makes plus 450. Hello. Hello, Naggarond. Yeah, that's fine. You declare war on me, sons. It'll be your death, not mine. The Brass Bull is unstoppable. Your pitiful forms cannot stop the inevitable. Hagreef, if we go into normal, can we hit Hagreef? Yes, we can. Bring it down. Bring it all down. Burn it. Yeah, go on, get stuck in, son. Pyrrhic victory, medium casualties. Absolutely atrocious. Alright, well, let's get some siege then. We'll take a ram, and we'll take 3 towers. Oh, we got a challenge completed. Ah, nice. We get another one. Yes! Weapon strength when fighting against... Yes, please. Those are our primary enemies. I will take weapon strength against the Dark Elves. Oh, and speaking of which, here they come. Oh, it's Malekith himself. We're going to lose. Close defeat, though. Close defeat suggests to me a chance of victory. What have they got? They've got some Dread Spears. They've got some Dark Shards. They've got some Shades. Black Ark Corsairs. He's got a lot of Witch Elves. Reaper, Cold One Chariots. More Dark Shards. There isn't a single thing of amazing strength or skill. The Blackguard of Naggarond are pretty good, but there's not like a Hydra or one of those things that's a real pain to deal with. Did I save it already? Save it again. Let's do what we can. I like fighting these battles that suggest we're going to lose because we're just learning. We're learning how to coax the best out of our beastie boys, get the best that we can out of our beastmen, really get them to understand how I play, get them to really get to grips with their new commandant. Drinks will be provided, and we'll just have a little get to know you session. But first of all, let's have a look at these beauties. Moonfang Cavalry. Blimey, O'Reilly, son. You guys are enormous. Imagine the calorie intake they have to eat to sustain this bulk. Who knows what they eat? That'd be ridiculous. And what is this thing? No wonder they're called Mournfangs. How often would that fang get in the way? He's already just plugged it into the ground. Oh dear, that would be a nuisance more than a bane. More than a boon, sorry. Absolute pain in the neck. Something I am delighted to say is that I finally worked out why Nvidia was causing my recordings to not be at the quality I prefer. And I'm absolutely thrilled to have finally found the issue, but Nvidia is now back to recording for me in wonderful, crisp 60 FPS at whatever resolution the game is playing at. And I'm thrilled to have found the problem. If you're interested in what the problem was, it was G-Sync. I have a G-Sync compatible monitor now, and when I turned G-Sync off yesterday, suddenly everything then became crisp and clear in 60 FPS again. I mean, it's still not amazing. I'm still limited by my CPU and GPU and system and whatnot. But it's so much better than it was before. Now, something you've all mentioned to me now that is delightful to know is that we start in guard mode. Why does the army start in guard mode? We're beastmen. You would have thought we would start in aggressive. Right, let's get out there and hit them. Let's slow it down. Now, the main army that is attacking us is the garrison, isn't it? Which I'm not too bothered about. What I want to try and do is sprint our army over here and get the benefit of this hill. Oh, and what I need to do is sneeze. Ah, achoo. Right, so sprint over there. Ungors go with them. Sounds like you're calling them uncles, doesn't it? Taurox, Howard, and Stephen, if you would please sprint out to the front. Harpies, hold yourselves back up there. We'll find a cause for you. And then I don't think I'll send cavalry down that left-hand side. So all cavalry. All the cavalry. Oh, we haven't looked at the centaurs, have we? Let's just have a quick look at them before we plough on. They are just exactly as you'd expect, centaurs. These ones have shields and spears, and they have very well-kept horns as well. It would seem that pride in one's horns is a feature among the centaur tribes. I've always wondered how a centaur doesn't fall forwards. But then I suppose actually they must have enough weight at the back. But the body of a human, surely, the upper torso of a human must be heavier than... Oh dear, look at that. That is ridiculous. Must be heavier than a horse's head. He's our razor gore. Now the plan for the cavalry is to defeat utterly this person over here. They have got 2 units of dread spears, but beyond that, it's not an army that would like to deal with cavalry. While our leaders and our archers and our chaff get stuck in with all of that down there. Right, now let's slow it down because this is going to require some real planning. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll take the Mournfangs to assist with the primary army. So you guys go over there, and you 4 come and position yourselves. Get ready to deal with that army. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Because that army's taken a weird position, hasn't it? No, let's ignore that army entirely and put everyone into just dropping Malekith's force as fast as we can. Apologies that I'm playing in slower, but until I reach a point where I consider myself to be good enough to play in normal, the slower mode has to be done for a while. Alright, let's just go, let's just go, let's just go, let's just go. Centaurs, you take the furthest flanking angle. I'd really quite like the chariots and the bolt throwers to be brought down. Oh, look at Howard rolling in. Well done, Howard. Let's all just spend a brief moment to bow our heads in silence for the passing of Ryan. Right, in they go. Let's have a look at the Mournfangs, actually. What kind of stats are we dealing with? Because these things obviously are new. Very, very new indeed. Although many of you have probably played with them. They are armoured and they are armour-piercing. Armoured means that they can block damage, apart from armour-piercing, as you might expect. And armour-piercing means exactly that same thing, but the other way around. Their leadership's a little suffering at the moment because they're being attacked by artillery, which is a shame. But, oh, then why is their melee attack higher? Oh, that one it doesn't give you the tooltip for, but... Anyway, they're just solid charge cavalry, and that's exactly what they're about to do. Although they're charging into spearmen, which is never advisable. Oh, they decimated whoever they've just charged into there. Absolute dream. Right, leave them in battle for a little bit. And then pull them out. Ungors, let's get it going. Alright, Howard's been pulled out. Pull the Mournfangs out. Hit them in the back, hit them in the back. Let's get going, let's get going. Oh, they've slowed my thingies. Mournfangs have hit them. Did I get that other Mournfang out? No. They are rampaging or beasting or whatever it is they do. Archers, let's get going into that hilly land there. Keep going, Stephen. Hit the Black Guard of Naggarond. Ungors. Razorgore are also beasting or rampaging or whatever it is that they do. Out of control. They're out of control! The peasants are revolting! Taurox. Where is Malekith? That's her, isn't it? Jashenshar, yeah. Not really sure. Oh, the Mournfangs are getting decimated over there. How goes it? We've got a lot of things out of control. Is that because of the Dark Elves? I bet that's because of the Dark Elves. And they got this slow thing, which keeps slowing us. Oh yeah, it forces like almost our entire nation to just stop paying attention to us. You charge in with them. Alright, Harpies. You can now come and get involved. You hit those dread spears in the back. Oh, is that him there? Oh, that's him there. Taurox and his guys are killing whatever that is. Oh, Stephen's on the plot again. No, I think we are going to lose. Number parity at this time kind of point is not useful for us. And let's be honest, our Ungor raiders aren't really going to be killing Malekith anytime soon. Let's head out. It's very disappointing that you constantly lose control of your own forces. There's Howard. Go and try and kill Malekith. There's bleak swords. No, yeah, we are going to lose. 1. Did that kill? That killed. He killed 3. Goodness. Now they're starting to die. Howard's here to hit Malekith. Go on, Howard. They've triggered their mastery thing that they get. Taurox is trying to kill those chariots, but he seems to be taking more of a beating than they are. No, we're pretty much dead. Yeah, we have half their numbers and only yeah. It's another one. We killed a lot though. We killed a lot. We need to get rid of these low tier units, and I hate cavalry commanding. Oh dear, 151 from the... Oh, and 191 from one of the Centaurs. I mean, they're all dead, but they took a great many with them before they went, and that's all one can hope for in this. A large chunk of our army survived, actually. He's just trying to catch Malekith out on his own. If it didn't just Malekith's army, I think we would have taken that quite well, to be honest. The Bray Herd calls. A rival beast herd is called a Bray Herd to war and demands that you join his ranks. Will you listen to this or we forge on alone? Disregard the call. All damage units will be fully replenished. Oh, yes, please. I think we could use that for a moment. Dread cost minus 50%, increasing capacity of giant and chaos spawn units will gore herd and gorge shield. Nah. Weapon strength and melee attack. Horde recruitment capacity is up for when one falls. Our rampage ends because we died. Alright, let's go and hit the Temple of Cain instead then. Juggernaut raiding can get us back past Cragroth Deep, but what we need is more forces again. Although Howard's gone up, that's fantastic. Right, Howard, let's keep improving your aggression. Such aggression. Oh, and Stephen did survive, but we lost a fair few of the others. And we are losing 600 a turn because of the Mornfat Cavalry. Whoops. Go and raid them. Go and raid them. They're all going to be replenished because of that event. It's just Malekith sticking his head in where it's not wanted. But it would seem that Malekith has not then come over to hit us at the Temple of Cain, so we can sack that, move on, hit Rakdu Gorge, keep just avoiding him, basically. We'll just flirt around Malekith rather than meet him head on. That seems to be the better course of action. Other people doing stuff. Not interested in that. Temple of Cain. There we are. That was an absolutely fantastic victory. Keep your filthy hands off. Loot and raise. Why'd you go all the way back to where you were? Oh, and you can't move anywhere. Brilliant. Alright, we'll stay in that stance for now then. Malekith might be on his way over. Oh, righty, Taurox the Brass. Oh, he got his rune tortured axes. Or is that just showing us that the quest for it has popped up? Alright, let's start making him a bit better. Oh, we can get Orgy of Slaughter. Causes terror and +5 melee attack. Oh, that's not bad. Ah, but then it stops you getting other things. Do we want to make him stronger or more aggressive? Defensive or aggressive, rather. Let's go Orgy of Slaughter. Let's get that started. Howard's gone up again as well. Same for you, Howard. Let's get you... let's get that aggression going. As we're going to be sitting here for a turn, do we want to train some things? I think we probably should. Tusk Gore Chariots. Yeah, go on. Could do with more chariots. We could do with just better ground forces. That's one of our primary problems. Yeah, if we're sitting here for a turn, might as well take those extra units on. Alright, what's Malekith going to do? He's ignored us. Yes! On to Rakdu Gorge. Continue the slaughter. Continue the slaughter, boys. Is how orcs would talk. But it's close enough to how beastmen would talk. Naggarond's been destroyed. Right, off we go. I'd like to put a herdstone in Naggarond very much. Just for posterity. More than anything. Right, raid while you're there. We don't actually do anything in our herdstones, really, do we? Because you have to get those upgrades. Oh, we only make 129 a turn. Is there a challenge or something that we can do to make sure that we earn more passive passive favour or whatever it's called? Gold. I keep thinking of it as gold. It's not called gold, but it's the Beastman's gold. I'm growing quite attached already to my little Beastman, to be honest. Even if my Ongor herds are useless. Bestial Rage, Chaos Corruption is down. The nobles of the Empire worship the ruinous powers, carrying favour in hope of a heretical boon. Should we allow these undeserving fools to court the attention of the Dark Lords, or should we put an end to their ignorant wants? Kill them! Yeah, kill them. Let's get our Bestial Rage going. Hello, Rakdu Gorge. Immune to attrition. Income from raiding is down, though, and you start tired. See, so you have to swap back to that one before you fight, because otherwise you start every battle tired. Oh, I should have moved closer again. I should have just learned from my own. Foolish. All the raiding, all the time. Armor piercing weapon damage plus 45. Do we want to just get that last gathering of beasts first while we're here? I think we should. And then we'll start making Taurox into a monster. When he goes into Juggernaut raiding, he loses his movement points. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? Regiments of Renown. We can get Destroyers of Drakord. Oh, no, they died, so they can't. But we can get them. Oh, actual Gore Herd for the change. We're getting actual units. Our Dread improves, but obviously we need the Marks of Ruination to do those. I'm not too bothered about any of these things. We could buy a Beret Shaman, and I'd be very tempted to do that. Or we can upgrade so that our herdstones are erected at level 2, and old ones can be upgraded to level 2. Or new Horde armies are raised with the Horde encampment building at level 2. We haven't got any Horde armies for a while yet, though. And the other things are all a little too expensive. We don't want to buy any items because we don't have... We need to keep our favour because we're burning through it so readily. I would be tempted to get a new Bray Shaman, actually. Oh, no, that's not how you get a Bray Shaman, though, is it? Now that I've just thought about that out loud. That just allows me the capacity to have more than one, doesn't it? Oh, annoying. There you go. You need a herdstone to do that. And we can't get Bray Shamans yet because he doesn't have the Bray Shaman building. Oh, he does have the Bray Shaman building. Ah, so then now we're left wondering... Oh, and there you go. You recruit the hero there. Oh, that was so stupid. All right, what have we got? We've got beasts, we've got shadows, we've got wild, and we've got death. Death! Let's just have a quick look through so that you know what we're talking about. So Lore of Beasts gives us Wissen's Wild Form, which makes a single unit particularly powerful. Flock of Doom, an area of effect damage dealer. Amber Spear, moderate magical damage and effective at all ranges. Oh, good against armor as well. So that's just turns him into a siege weapon. Makes a unit more defensible. Gives an enemy unit less stuff and summons a Manticore. I'm not overly sold with that one, if I'm honest. So let's take a look at Shadows. Where is Shadows? Oh, we'll start with Death, because Death first. Cause Terror, cause Fear, and does magical damage. Causes damage to combatants, sorry. So just a mass damaging. Leadership on the enemies down. Armor and weapon piercing on the enemies down. Major magical damage to stop huge, randomly moving area of effect. Oh, it's one of those big orb things that just moves around the world, killing anything it hits. And the Fate of Buna. Causes damage to combatants, strong versus multiple combatants. So another mass area one. I think I might go wilds though, because we've had wilds thus far already, haven't we? Let's go Gua. Hello, Gua. Gua, that's quite an interesting name, but actually I think I'm going to call you Philip. Oh, you need an I in that name there, don't you? Or we could just call you Flip. Philip. Get involved with the army, sir. Alright, so that's a lesson learnt. That screen wasn't to recruit your heroes, it was to increase the capacity of your heroes. So we can now get 2 Brave Shamans. And that will help in time, no doubt. We'll get a second army eventually. But a little way down the line yet. Right, Phil, jump in with them. The army marches. Oh, and Howard's gone up again. Howard, you... Just standing still apparently gets Howard going. Oh, and our challenge was done. Good, we're better against the Dark Elves now. Go for Born to Lead, what the hell? Goreherd and Centaurs. Oh no, get the Unnatural Order. What just unlocked that for us? Oh, the raiding. When we won 5 siege battles, we can do the Beasts. When we've performed 2 rituals, we can do the Days of Wrath, which is armor for Minotaurs. Minotaurs standing by. Win a battle with at least 4 heroes in your army. That's crazy. 5 successful hostile agent actions. 5 faction leaders. 4 battles in a single turn. Gives us extra movement across the board. So many goodies that we need to do. But first, we're just going to focus on the continual desolation and ruin of these fools. Are you going to war with me? It's quite exciting, almost. Probably not the word I'd use, as being declared war on as the Beastmen, because you don't really have any cities that you care about. So you just kind of think, like, go for it, mate. You do you. You go and capture my nothingy, crappy lands. Oh, forbid it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I didn't bother reading it, but forbid it. The army marches again. And we raid while we're there. Oh, that's why you were gaining money, of course, because you're raiding. You are raiding, are you not? Are you raiding perpetually, or do you have to be in the raiding stance to raid? I assume... I don't really want to attack it because we'll be tired. Well, what does it matter? It probably has a pitiful garrison. Yeah. Lightning strike. Yeah. Loot and raise. Ah, Philip. They gain banners. Right, Taurox, now we're going to turn you into a monster. Enemy Winds of Magic is down, magic resistance, and brass body. Self-engaged in melee. Oh yes, that's fantastic. Favoured of the skull throne, please. Ah, and Phil, you're upgraded. Right, let's give you Devolve. And get you along the line again. Are we at the edge of the map here? Yes, we are. The Altar of Ultimate Darkness. Ah, no, there you go. Yeah, that is the only raiding stance. So their raiding stance is ever so slightly nerfed because their income is down. Bizarrely. So it gives you many other benefits, but it gives you worse income than a normal raiding. So that's what it means by the minus 25%. I'm hoping to lure Malekith out is what the ultimate goal here is. Let's try and get him to leave the safety of his high wall so that we can put a herdstone there after wiping him out on the field. But it was a lesson earlier, it was a lesson. The Dark Elves are better than the early tier orcs and whatnot. Aha, we got those. Goreherd and Bestigor, ambush success is up, melee defense for Centaurs. Causes fear when we ambush for all our armies, or all of our characters have a leadership figure, and yeah, let's do that one. We are seeming to have a problem with... Oh, what do you do? Minus 10 to Lore of Beasts, Wild Shadows, and Death Spells. Winds of Magic cost 10% for... Oh, no, we'll go for that, please. Let's get that one in early doors. On to the next target. Oh, an actual battle we might have to fight. Lightning strike it anyway. They don't have walls. It'll be a close victory, but we will fight this. Armor piercing weapon. I'll give that to Howard. Blasted stand. Blasted standard assigned you. Missile resistance 5%. Oh, I'll give that to Stephen. They like to target Stephen. Let's do it. Let's do it. They've got 3 heroes, 2 of those witch sisters, or whatever they're called, witch elves, anti-infantry. Alright, so we want to send beasts against them. And then 2 sword-type units that arrows should hopefully deal with, but they have got shields. So arrows probably won't be as effective as one would hope. The shields marring the effectiveness there. I'll take 26, that's not a problem. Oh, they're all just going to be aligned in front of us, aren't they? So we are just going to want to run at them. Right, the Mournfang Cavalry was fantastic. Centaurs did pretty well as well. Oh, we got Tuskgore Chariots this time. Let's go and have a look at those. Tuskgore Chariots. He's a very angry looking man. Anti-infantry. The perfect thing to charge into those sisters. Right, where are our archers? Archers, start as far forward as possible. The army will run up to you. You're the only ones that can start out there, can you? Oh, no, the Tuskgores can get involved as well. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, we lost our Harpies. Yeah, I'm not bothered about losing the Harpies. Didn't really think they were all that. Right, all the heroes at the middle there. And who are you? Ah, you're with the front line. Show you our new additions. Here they are. Black Horns Ravagers. Gore Herd with shields. Considerably better than the Ungor Herd, who are worse in every single category. Oh wow, yeah, this is the primary units we want to start with actually. I would like you to go and get involved with Dark Shards with shields. Archer line, move forward. It might cost you, but your cheapest chips and very easily replaced. Stay in slow motion, stay in slow motion. Bring up the herds. Bring up the herds. Razor goes on the right. Let's get a jiggle jog on. Right, yeah, go and smash into those archers for me. What have they got on the side there? Dark Riders, and on this side, Dark Riders with crossbows. In we go, in we go. Keep running through, keep running through. Archers, do what you can. Stephen, you're on those witch elves. Howard, you're going to go as well.
Cavalry, when do we eat?
Charge all of that lot in. Oh, they did wonderfully well against those riders. Almost every single attack is a kill. We've got some Ungors to come up and help. I mean, this one, we have the benefit of knowing that we could command this terribly and we will win. He's only got Devolve, hasn't he? It just weakens his units. Enemy units. Ah, those Razor Gores have already lost the will to fight. Yeah, this one is a simple victory. Mournfang's doing alright. Centaurs, are we still alive? Yeah. Oh, our chariot still lived. I'm sure they were going to die. Absolutely the type of unit one forgets completely that one has control of and just leaves them to die in a squalid corner of the battlefield somewhere. Where's the other Mournfangs? Oh, they're getting stuck in there. That's what the Razor Gores are going to hurt with. We lost some of our archers, but it's not the end of the world. We really do have to watch out about this Rampage thing. Because it's annoying. When this unit gets hurt and enemies are nearby, it might go on a rampage, attacking the closest enemy and ignoring any orders given. Move yourselves up. Oh, Howard, you're not doing anything. Too much cavalry commanding already, for my liking. We've tied down the generals and they're going to die. But, go and smash into all of those, please. You keep killing those. You're doing alright against those. Centaurs, pull back and hit those. Oh, our Mournfang Cavalry's on the run. Ah, but it's over. Kill if we can kill. No, it doesn't matter, does it? They're in a city. They will all die, whether they win or not. Taurox. Top kills, the Mournfang Cavalry, 175. Substantially top kills. 71 from Stephen, 108 from the backup Mournfangs. Good work all round, but Taurox didn't kill a thing. Howard got 17. Philip only killed 0. Did I call him Ryan in that? Oh, I'm having Ryan flashbacks. Ryan, we miss you so much. Carry the banner of your soul, your life. Crown of Command. Centaurs with throwing axes. Oh. The mace boys roll. Right, we can now make him a Juggernaut. Charge bonus, contact effect. Enables dazed, reduce speed and melee defense. Weapon strength up 10%. Bestial rage +1 Lord's Army. Gain an additional stack of Rivers of Blood and region effects for winning battles. Decrease leadership for non-chaos races and increase leadership for us. That's all that one does. Unit capacity +1 Gorgon. And armor +10 for Gorgon, Giant, Jabberslath and Cygor units. Stephen's a Gorgon, isn't he? And a Gorefest. Strength from flesh, passive ability, and Gorefest for Minotaur units. Replaces Blood Greed. Ah, he restores 8 HP per second. Ah, yeah, let's get that early doors. Gorefest. Howard, you are becoming mighty in your abilities. I'm going to go Gouge Tusks and Gnarled Hide. Go down that line first. And, right, let's get you on to Traitor Kin. We'll go down to Traitor Kin line. We's hungry. We's doing what you told us to do. Stop telling me other things. Right, I'm thinking... What am I thinking? I'm thinking merge these together. And then get rid of that. And replace it with... the axe-throwing centaurs. Well, what's to the north? Oh, there's more to the north. Then our quest takes us that way. Come on, beastmen. We're going north. There's a little camp in the corner of the map, hiding from the beastman rampage. The dark elves sit in splendour in the great capitals of Naggarond, the spires and towers and walls there, thinking they are safe. But are they safe? Are they hell? Death comes for them all. Hoo, hoo, ha. Dagrak's End. Move round into the forest a little bit. Smashing. Oh, we can build a thing. Oh, we can build a thing. Does that make him sit here for 3 turns, though? Oh, we can afford it. Look at that. 14,000. All right. Stationary. You got 3 turns of not moving, so that will give you all a chance to heal. Let's just power through those 3 turns. We're far enough away, I think, from Naggarond to not have to worry. Although, of course, because we're raising all of these places we're leaving behind, we can't see if they're being retaken, and I assume they are. So what we should really do is we should have put a herdstone in one of these places, so that all of this raising and destruction actually does something for us. I am thinking Beastly Inclination, because we're going to be fighting. Oh, it doesn't take 3 turns. It's ready immediately. Oh, brilliant. Let's make everyone faster. Oh, brilliant. Well done. Well done indeed. No, I don't want to recruit a lord. Ungor herd. Gore herd finally ready. Ah, we don't need them for now, though, do we? We'll worry about that in a moment. Just burn that to the ground. Loot and raise, loot and raise. This is so much more fun. Just burning everything to the ground is such a stress reliever. I know that's not great that one finds stress relieving. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, let's get these because I quite like the look of these. Howard, gnarled hide, and traitor kin. Let's see if we can give you anything. Have we earned anything? No, we haven't really. Oh, there you go. You can get Crown of Command. It makes you unbreakable. Ah, give that to Howard. Howard. Crown of Command, mate. Chaos Corruption, what the hell? Any talismans? Physical resistance, give that to Howard. Yeah. Philip, is there anything I can give to you? No. That's your lot, I'm afraid. Sorry, old bean. The Mace Boys roll. Have they recolonised the places we've left behind? No, they haven't. Not even Cagrag depth. We've got a little bit of dread. I think we should probably get the tier 2 Herdstone one. Oh, it does only take a turn. Nice. Ooh, ah, 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 ooh, ah. That's obviously how the Beastmen chant. Everybody knows that. Ah, the Beastmen are so wildly different from everything I've played. I am thoroughly enjoying playing this. Dark Elves be damned. Let's get all this nice, juicy money. Even more money comes in. It's dread that we need, though. Let's go and take down Iron Frost. Hello, Iron Frost. This is a cold and inhospitable place. Your people clutching to the very sinews of life by an absolute thread. And then, oh, one day, Taurox rocks up and you're all dead. Shame, really, but 'tis what it is. Life goes on, does it not? Oh, Centicles with great weapons. Oh, ah. Let's get drenched in blood. I quite like that Bestial Rage +1. So that's a good little constant counter. Who are you? You are Howard. Howard the Gorball. Howard, Unrelenting Warherd. Fuss 15 melee attack. These are all passive abilities to him. Constant self. Oh, and affects allies in range. Missile resistance and armor. Melee attack. Hero successes, making him a better hero. Or causes terror for Minotaur units and causes terror for him, I assume. I'd be most tempted with making people around him have more armor because he gets stuck in a lot, doesn't he? Strength of the land. And then on to Philip. Traitor kin for a third and final time. Right, let's get these better units that we've just been discussing then. We'll do that in the corner where we're safe. So you're going to go. And do we swap out the Centicores with great weapons? No, let's get rid of another. I'm not all that keen on these. I know you're all going to be saying, no, the Razor Gores are the best thing. What are you doing, Gallo? But I'm not all that keen on them. How many Gore Herds can we get? 2 with shields and 2 normals. Oh, that means, in fact, get rid of all of the Ungors. And replace them all with considerably better units. Let's just have a little look so that we all know what we're discussing. So this is what the Ungor do. They're shielded, which gives them a defense against ranged. Anti-large, so they have a defense against anything bigger than a man on 2 feet. They can move hidden in any terrain, and they get a charge bonus against large foes. However, the Gore Herd with shields, and let's start with the basic Gore Herd, are better than them in every conceivable way, save they have slightly less melee defense. But more health, more leadership, more speed, more melee attack, more weapon strength, more charge bonus. They do lose all of those defensive things, so they are fully aggressive. There's no defensive nature to them. The shielded ones take less damage from arrows, but other than that, we are losing our anti-large benefits. And the only other things that we have that are anti-large are nothing, I think, actually. Isn't... Howard's anti-large, and isn't Stephen anti-large? Yes, he is. So those are our counter cavalry. I'm tempted then to get rid of the Razor Gore again, because we've got plenty of cavalry now. So get rid of them. We'll take a spear unit or 2. I know I just removed some that had extra experience, and that's foolish of me, but... Oh, look at that. I can't believe it only takes 1 turn. That's madness. But yeah, no, we'll definitely take that. Boosts the horde recruitment capacity, and horde growth is up, and chaos corruption goes up as well. Ah, lovely. Lovely jubbly. Yes, please. Oh, but we could have improved across the board. I see. Well, we'll continue our rampage in just a few moments, so... We only need to wait one turn, don't we? And I think we're far enough to the north that we're away from Malekith. Forever spurned by Malekith. The memory of the defeat at his hands is burnt and seared into the very brains of every single two-hoofed beast in my army. And when the time comes, we will descend upon him. Oh, hello. Darzuis. Alright, let's get out of here. Ashrak calls. Diplomacy seems fairly useless, really. We don't really have any need for diplomacy, do we? I think once Ashrak falls, I think our forces are good enough to have another good go at Naggarond, if I'm honest. We need to do some more destruction, though, on the way, because we're dropping down on the old favour there, because of those Mournfangs. But those Mournfangs are so good, I wouldn't want to pass them up. You could have declared war on me as well. You want a peace treaty? No. No! You're all kindling for the fire. I have no need of peace with someone half the world away. Heralds of Ariel and Naggareth have gone to war. And Carond, Kar and Naggareth have also gone to war. Naggareth looking pretty aggressive. Oh, don't go all the way. Let's get a little bit of sight range in first. Now I'm suddenly understanding why people are saying Taurox is the easy one. Now, I'm not going to fight Naggarond in today's episode. I am afraid. We are going to sack Ashrak and then call today to a close. But there will be another Taurox video this very week, so do stay tuned for that if Warhammer is your thing. Warhammer is certainly my thing. I absolutely love it. I'm so pleased Creative Assembly let me be a verified content creator so that I got access to their art assets and indeed anything that they ever release. I'm really chuffed at that. I'm really pleased. Oh, this one has walls. This one has walls. If we auto-resolve, we will take medium casualties, which isn't good for Naggarond, is it? How long will they hold out for? Oh, only one turn until they start suffering attrition. Alright, let's build some siege then. Continue the siege. Quiff whiff. Yeah, quiff whiff indeed. Jesus. Come on, Naggarond. Let's lure them out. Let's lure Malekith away from Naggarond. Lure him into the cold wastes of the north where his body will rot over countless centuries. The snow preserving his twisted and tortured form as we rip the armour from his burnt and haggard body. Right. If we give it another turn, they will suffer some losses. I mean, we could just wait 5 turns, but then we'll lose all of our momentum. But our army is better out on the field where we can utilise our cavalry. This one's a bit of a disappointment. Ruinous rituals. The ruinous powers look down upon us with ire, Lord. Perhaps we were not diligent enough in sowing catastrophe. Perhaps you do not care. If you do, a sacrifice of warriors should appease their dark desires. If you do not, then the herd awaits. No, I'm going to spare the warriors. I'll take their wrath. Right, Philip. You've just gotten Traitorkin to the full. You can scout. You always think scouting is going to improve your line of sight, but all it does is magic item drop chances increased. It just doesn't strike me as useful. Call me crazy, but... Go Brave Scream. What's the situ now? Casualties low. Decisive victory. Oh, they are really low. Apologies. This has been an episode of auto-resolves, but it's go so it shall be again. 7,500. Harsh Rampage achieved. Now we can get... Is that plus 50 dread per turn? No, it's just a flat one-off. Enemy leadership down in Taurox's region. Passive ability Blood Greed in Taurox's army. 5 melee attack, plus 10% charge when it's full leadership. Immune to psychology. Oh, that's pretty cool. Taurox's army, or ward save. Yeah, let's get Bloodthirsty Onslaught. Oh, I see. You just change the reward each time. Right, yeah, no, I'm with you. I'd quite like to get that to the top sharpish so that our things are as good as they can be. Do we want to buy any of these? What are we on? 10,000. No. We want to build these things. That'll give us Bestigour, Herd, or Wargore. That's all they do, isn't it? It just unlocks recruitment. Oh, plus 50 corpse at Gred per turn. Ah, yes, please. Oh, I definitely like that. What do you do? Pits of Horror. Oh, you finally get the Feral Manticore. Or we've got that. Winds of Power, Winds of Magic, whatever. Army ability, Shatterstone during siege battles. Shatterstone during siege battles. Oh, it comes with the second tier. Or we can just get the Sentinels throwing us as Razorgore Herd. Or we can build an entirely new building, given that we do have access to every building eventually. Income from post-battle loot. That's probably pretty good. Army ability, Touched by the Moon. I think I want Impaled Corpses. I'd like to get that Dread going up. Yeah. Gorok. You can't go anywhere anyway because of the sacking. Taurox. Might as well get that last one. And Howard continues on his murderous rampage. I can improve his charge, but I'm not overly bothered about charge, actually. Let's get a point in training so our army starts to actually train. But for now, that is going to end this episode. An absolute fantastic scourge through Naggarond's lands. Naggarond seems so busy with someone else. They haven't even reclaimed them. That just strikes me as odd. But we've sacked everything within that blood ground, save for one city, Storag Kor. That's all right. I'd really like to get that blood ground set up on Naggarond. But I probably should just set it up on... But no, we're going to beeline for Naggarond now, and then we're going to set up the blood ground. Oh, which barely extends it. Only those two are then involved in the sacking. But it just seems like we absolutely should put a herdstone on Naggarond. That just feels right to me. But anyway, for now, and until we speak again, thank you all so much for watching. I'd love to hear your feedback on the episode, and do stay tuned this week, for another Taurox episode. But until then, Navair Naden Pedimad Melonin, and farewell.